I want to ask everyone to remember that we are friends and neighbors and that this is a passionate issue. I'm going to ask everyone to please be civil. Let's stay to the issue. If I find that it is beginning to get personal, I will halt your comments and ask you to please be civil. The presidents of our community have told us on commission that you expect us to be civil toward one another and toward you. We're trying very hard to do that. And so we're asking you to show us the same respect that we're going to show you today, and that is to be respectful to one another, whether you agree or disagree, but to also be respectful to us and to the members who have been on the task force, and things will just go a lot better, and things will be handled in a proper business-like fashion. So I'm asking you for your help as we move forward here with this. With that, Commissioner Brown, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I brought this motion up early, and we didn't get around to it until too late to really do a lot of good to postpone this. Based on what's happened the last week, a lot of misinformation, a lot of misguided, a lot of tensions and so forth, I don't think any of us up here would have felt comfortable on voting on this tonight. So my recommendation and motion was to postpone it for 60 days. Let the joint committee of commission, county, city council, MPC staff, experts and whatever that we might need to bring in to get down to the details. We have not heard, with the exception of the task force that worked on it, nobody knows what the details are about this particular plan, and you all have heard the expression, the devil's in the details. Those of you who came tonight to speak, I would like to ask you this. You are going to be welcome to come to these workshops, and rather than say it tonight and have to say it again at the workshop, if you can, it might be best to wait until the workshop to say that, because we might forget it between now and the workshop. Some of us are getting old anyway. I would just like to say that, and I feel like that based on the circumstances right now, that the best thing for us to do is to sit back, take a look at this, and try to come up with something that we can all live with, because you know, we got to live with it. So thank you.
So the motion is to delay for 60 days and have a workshop with City Council. Is there a second?
Yes. Second.
Okay, the second by Commissioner Boyles. Commissioner Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. And I agree. I think that's this is a wise thing to postpone this 60 days and let some of the emotions settle down. I think also with this motion, probably the chair of the commission and the chair of the city council and the two co-chairs of the task force probably need to get together and decide when this workshop should be, and that would be appropriate. And of course the staff, MPC staff, is going to be involved in the workshop. So it's just another setting to get into the plan, just like you said. Keep vetting the plan, and we think that when that takes place and is thoroughly understood, we feel confident that the commission will be able to vote yes.
Commissioner Briggs.
Yes, we discussed this earlier, and I agree with Commissioner Brown's proposal, and I'll be voting for this 60-day delay, and I concur completely that we need to have a workshop both for the City Council and the Commission to allow citizens that may not be able to attend tonight to come and learn more about the plan, as well as be able to express their support for it or their concerns against it and get some questions answered. We are going to go ahead and have some discussion tonight. Is that correct, before I vote on this?
No.
We're just going to send every...
Okay. I think Commissioner Brown's intent, if I'm not mistaken, is not to have any public input tonight.
Well, I mean, we have people standing at the podium. It's always been our custom to let people speak. So
that's true. But I'm saying, what my point was, if they're planning on being at the workshops, don't hit us twice. If you can't be there, do your thing tonight. But let's not have the same dialogue tonight as we have at the workshop.
We can do that, but there's a lot of people who went to a lot of trouble on a bad night to come down here, and whether they're for or against the plan, and I think it's correct. If you want to come to the later plan, I think everyone would appreciate having your say there. But if you came down here tonight and want to speak, I think you should have the right to speak. We appreciate the community's participation in this, because after all, what we're doing is really for you, and we need to know how you feel. But I don't want anyone that went to all the trouble to come down here tonight for us just to send you off and say come back another time. And so so really what I would like to do, I want to make it very clear what we're voting on tonight, because I will vote for a 60-day delay and I will vote for the workshops, but I'm not going to vote to send these people out tonight.
No, that was not part of the motion. No, we intend to let anyone that wants to speak. Joe, I'm going to get to you in just a second. I want to get these commissioners here first. Commissioner Anders.
I just want to make a point from last Tuesday's discussion that we had. There were some times that it got a little out of line, but I asked a very pointed question: is there room for compromise in the plan? The answer was no. And then another statement was made: it needs to be voted up or down. The delay tactic is a tactic of the people that are against it, and so now we're asking for a delay, and I don't understand that.
Yeah. Commissioner Wright.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At about 11 o'clock this morning, I was caught up on my emails, and I've looked here just now, and I'm down 90. And my staff back in the office.
That's your wife, right?
Let me rephrase that. Pat at home says, could you get these people to quit calling me? We know how you feel. That's a humorous, I hope that's a lighthearted note of one side of the issue that we have before us. I truly appreciate everyone that has sent an email. I've been asked by a couple of other commissioners, how do I respond, and I'm responding right now. I appreciate your input, your phone calls, and not only just on this issue, but on any issue facing Knox County. I think what's happening right now is what helps make it work. We have something to bring and to discuss, and to hopefully arrive at the best solution for Knox County. But again, back to my wife, she was hoping it was over with tonight, because we drove from well, every time we're out on the road, I say, is that legal or is that illegal? And we'd been down Edgemore Road into Anderson County, and the 60 days that we have in front of us, I think, will allow us to more appropriately address what it is that we see as we drive up and down the roads, and individually, on an individual basis, be more assured of whatever our ultimate decision might be. The bad part about it is my wife is not going to be happy with this, because I'll be asking those questions for the next 60 days. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioner
Schaus.
Thank you. Of all the dozens of emails and some phone calls, mainly emails I've gotten, of course, up until about 4 days ago, the majority were in favor, and then the publicity focused on it after our workshop and the ads in the paper. The last many dozens I've gotten, majority have been against. But the vast majority of people who have been against have not said, some have just said, vote it down, get rid of it, it's awful, get rid of it. But the majority of those against emails have said, we're against the 15% of this or that, but have not said, get rid of the whole thing, telling me there is a room for a consensus. Consensus may not be the right word, but a compromise, because many people, I think even the ad in the paper yesterday, or one of them, said, we need some ridgetop control, but let's have some time. Let's get 60 days. Let's get some time to look at it. So I think if we do move through with this delay, which I will support totally, that we can get a majority of the people behind us and hopefully behind this process, and we can get some continuity among the people.